Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of All About the Cars of Gran Turismo 7. In this video, we're going to learn all about the 1971 Ferrari 365 GTB4. Now, this car can only be purchased at the legendary dealer on Gran Turismo 7, and it currently costs 690,000 credits to purchase. Now, if you aren't familiar with the legendary dealer on Gran Turismo 7, it rotates cars in and out of the dealership every day. So this car may or may not be available for you to purchase at the time that you watch this video, but it will eventually rotate back into being available again in the near future. So be sure to check back often. Now I'm going to click on this car, and we'll start by going over some of its specs. First, this car comes with 538.38 performance points stock. Its drivetrain is FR, meaning that the engine is situated at the front of the vehicle, and the rear wheels drive the car. The maximum stock power is 347 horsepower at 7,300 RPM. The weight is 2,646 pounds, and the engine is naturally aspirated. Now we're going to click on Learn More and see what McKeel has to say about this car. The 365 GTB4 remains one of the most memorable Ferraris. It made its debut in 1968 as the successor to iconic 1960s Ferraris like the 250 GT Lusso and the 275 GTB. It is a front-engine rear-wheel drive model, powered by a 4-cam 4,390cc V12. Like all Ferraris of the period, the first number indicated the displacement per cylinder. The GT stood for Gran Turismo. The B designated it as a Berlinetta, meaning that it was a coupe. And the 4 represented the 4-cam engine with double overhead cams on each cylinder bank. Most people know this car as the Ferrari Daytona, a name inspired by the company's historic 1-2-3 finish at the Daytona 24 Hours in 1967, a year prior to its release. A major achievement indeed. Alright, that's everything we can learn about this car from the legendary dealer, so we're going to back out to the main menu now and go to the garage where I'll get into this car and we'll learn some more about it. Alright, I'm going to click on Change Car. We're going to come down to F for Ferrari. And here is the 365 GTB4. So I'm going to click on this car. We're going to listen to the startup sound and then we'll learn some more about it. Alright, I'm going to click on Car Collection. We're going to go to this vehicle, and we'll learn some more by reading this short description about it. The ultimate super sport, this front-engine rear-wheel drive machine rivaled the Miura for the highest top speed of its day. After the appearance of the 1973 Berlinetta Boxer, all V12-powered Ferrari super sports cars adopted midship layouts for an extended amount of time. Therefore, the last front-engine rear-wheel drive machine before this trend began was the 365 GTB4, or commonly known as the Daytona. The reason it adopted this nickname was its dominance at the 1967 24 Hours of Daytona, where the Ferrari Sports Prototype 330P4 and the 412P finished 1-2-3, completely dominating the podium. When the first prototype was delivered, the first person to call this car Daytona was rumored to be Luigi Chinetti, a Ferrari dealer and the owner of NART, or North American Racing Team, a racing team partly backed by the factory. The Daytona strongly targeted the North American market. Its sleek form was designed by Leonardo Fioravanti of Pininfarina. The headlights were initially quad units behind plexiglass covers, but after 1970, they were made retractable to meet North American safety standards. The 4,390cc DOHC V12 is equipped with 6 Weber carburetors to produce 347.1 horsepower and 318.2 foot-pound of torque. The claimed top speed of 174 miles per hour was the fastest of its time, equal to that of its rival, the Lamborghini Miura. At Daytona, it appropriately dominated the Le Mans GT class 3 years in a row, leaving behind a legacy befitting its name in racing history. So lots of great information about this legendary car from Gran Turismo's description. Now we're going to back out to the main menu once again, And we're going to go next door to the cafe and see if anybody's here to talk to us about this car. And we have one person, and that is Fabio Filippini, so let's see what he has to say. Known as the Daytona, it is the epitome of the front-engine prancing horse GT, and probably that of the entire Gran Turismo category as well. The car was designed by Pininfarina. It has a very clean and incisive style. It is based on extreme proportions, with a huge sloping hood and a set-back cockpit ending in a compact camtail. Some styling elements are particularly iconic, such as the plexiglass headlights of the first versions. The term camtail is often thrown around in car design. Do you know what it means? We're going to say no and see what she has to say. It's where the rear of the body appears to abruptly cut off. Much like streamlined designs, they're known to have excellent aerodynamics. Dr. Wunibald Kamm is the person who came up with this was a professor at the University of Stuttgart in the 1930s. Therein lies the reason why this particular design is called the camtail. We also refer to it as coda tronca in Italian. The plexiglass headlights on the early models and design elements such as the orange indicator lights that extend on the side are defining symbols of this car. Also, the grooves that flow in a straight line on the side of the car are implemented on most Ferraris that followed this car. The star-shaped 5-spoke aluminum wheels are also important symbols of Ferrari's design. Yes, this wheel originated from a sports prototype car from the 1960s and was first used on the Daytona. Alright, that's everything we can learn about this car, but we're going to make one final stop down at the tuning shop where I'll show you everything that can be done to improve this car's performance and power. So here at the tuning shop, I have not done anything to improve this car's performance, but I will show you everything that can be done to it. So under the sports category, everything here is available for purchase. Under Club Sports, much of the same, with the exception of the dirt tires. Everything else here is available for purchase and can be added to this Ferrari. Under Semi-Racing, you cannot add a turbocharger, supercharger, or intercooler, but everything else on this page is fair game. And under the Racing category, you cannot add an anti-lag system, a racing intercooler, a supercharger, the torque vectoring center differential, the 4th stage of weight reduction, or the active LSD controller, but everything else on this page, which is a considerable amount, is available for purchase and can be added to this Ferrari. So lots that can be done to improve this car's performance and power. That's everything we can learn about this car from Gran Turismo 7. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps you to determine whether or not you'd like to add this car to your collection. Stay tuned for more videos highlighting all of the cars of Gran Turismo 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.